we're here, we're going to begin to walk our feet about hip-width apart, taking the time to root our sit bones and our hips in our seat. And I invite us at this time to gently close our eyes in this space. And if that's not comfortable for you, feel free to soften them at this time and just find a fixed point also in front of you. So as we're here, we'll begin to start centering ourselves, sending the breath to various parts of our bodies to check in. And as we're here, we're first going to begin to notice how our feet feel. Begin to notice how your ankles are feeling. Begin to notice how the back of your calves and how your shins are feeling. Begin to notice how your knees are feeling. You can notice how your thighs and how your hamstrings feel. You can begin to notice how your sit bones and how your hips are feeling. Begin to notice how your back feels and allow it to lengthen with each inhale and exhale. Begin to notice how the front of your chest feels. You can notice how your shoulders are feeling and how your arms feel. Notice how your neck is feeling. And lastly, the crown of your head. And on your next breath, we'll take one deep collective breath here, drawing everything into the crown of your head. And exhaling everything out. We'll take two more deep collective breaths. And as you exhale and release everything out, I invite us to gently reopen our eyes into the space. We'll go ahead and extend our feet out in front of us first, always starting with a nice warm-up before we flow into the practice. So extend your legs out, let your heels rest, and focusing on our toes first. On our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and squeeze our toes in nice and tight. On your exhale, spread your toes nice and wide. Inhale, drawing everything in. Exhale, spread everything out wide. Inhale. Exhale. And continue doing this at your own pace. Noticing how it feels as you squeeze and then release your toes. Some of us are winding down for the day, so you can notice how doing this is making you feel, any thoughts that are coming in. On your next breath, we're going to go ahead and begin to point our feet down. And on your exhale, pushing through, flexing your feet up. Inhale, point. Exhale. Two more times, pointing forward on your inhales. Exhale, kicking through your heel, flexing the feet up. pointing through. Exhale, draw it. From here, we're going to begin to do circles with our ankles. You can choose the direction that you'd like to go in. And as you're going here, again, you're continuing to move with your breath, taking your time. If you're noticing that your feet are going to one side of you, that's fine. Go ahead and reverse direction, bringing your feet back to center or to the opposite side. And then we'll relax our feet as we come back here. Go ahead and walk your feet back towards you, still keeping them hip width apart. And as we're here, we're going to clasp our hands underneath our left knee. On your inhale, you're going to raise that leg up. On your exhale, kick through the heel. Inhale, drawing it in. Exhale, release that leg down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, drawing the foot up. Exhale, kick through. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, drawing everything in. Exhale, cooking through. Inhale. Exhale, release. We'll transition to the opposite side, clasping your hands underneath your right knee this time. On your inhale, drawing your leg up towards you. Exhale, kick through. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, pulling up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and rock yourself back into your seat, fixing your hips here. We're going to extend our hands out in front of us this time, just like our toes. On our inhale, squeezing our hands nice and tight. Exhale, spreading them wide open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And continue doing this at your own pace. Again, moving with your breath. Spreading them wide on your exhale. Inhale, drawing them in tight. Last one, spreading our fingers wide. And this time as we close our hands here, we're going to begin to rotate our wrist towards the inside of our body. Taking the time to honor how you're feeling here. I always enjoy doing this one. I don't realize how much I do until I do it. Just giving our wrists this extra bit of love and time, and especially our hands too, since we're using them so much right now. On your exhale, we'll reverse direction. If you'd like to close your eyes in this space, you can. And then on your next inhale, we're going to bring our hands back to front. This time, bringing just one wrist down. Exhale, switching direction. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll continue doing this at our own pace. Again, taking your time to move with your breath. Noticing how your wrists feel as you flex them up and down. On your next breath, we're going to turn our hands over, this time making that same action but bigger. So bringing just one hand this time to our shoulders. On our exhale, we'll begin to switch. Opposite sides. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times here. And on your next breath, we're going to go ahead and bring both of our hands to our shoulders. And we'll begin to draw circles with our elbows towards the front of our body. Again, as we're here, we can follow our breath, starting small with our circles, and then gradually take the time to get bigger. On your next breath, we're going to go ahead and reverse direction, going backwards, opening up the front of our chest. On our next exhale, we'll do one last circle towards the back, and then you can relax your hands down here, turning your palms face down on top of your knees. On your next exhale, begin to push into your knees and gently round your back, lowering your head here, pulling your shoulders forward. Inhale, pulling your shoulders back, opening up the front of your chest, lead with your chin. Exhale, rounding our back, lowering our head. Inhale, pulling your shoulders back, chin forward. And you can continue doing cat-cow here at your own pace. Noticing how you feel as you pull your shoulders back. As you exhale, rounding your back, lowering your head. We'll do several rounds here. On your next breath, we'll bring ourselves back to center, aligning our spine in a neutral space. You can roll your shoulders back. And then we're going to inhale, drawing both shoulders up towards our ears, holding them nice and tight here. We'll take 3 deep breaths in this space. And on your exhale, you can gently roll your shoulders back, releasing down. Inhale, drawing our hands back to our knees, raising our shoulders back up nice and close to our ears again, nice and tight. Hold it here for 3 deep breaths. release, rolling our shoulders back, opening up the front of our chest. Now we're going to go ahead and focus on our head. On your next inhale, gently turn your head towards the left side of your body, bringing your chin to your shoulders. Exhale, bringing your head back to center. Inhale, turning towards the right, chin to shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Inhale to the right. Exhale. This time on our inhale, we're going to draw our chin up towards the sky, lengthening our neck. Exhale, bringing our head back to center. On your inhale, gently bring your chin down towards your chest, rounding the back of your neck. Inhale, back to center. Do that way one more time. Inhale, raising your chin up. Exhale, center. Inhale, chin down. Exhale, center. This time we're going to begin to draw circles with our chin. You can bring your head towards the left side, and then on your inhale, raising your head up, bringing it over to the right shoulder. Exhaling as you draw your head down. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one in this direction. Inhale. And exhale. Going in the opposite direction, this time leaning your chin towards the right side. Inhale, drawing our head up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale. We'll do 2 more circles in this direction. And then we will relax here, bringing our head back to center, allowing your eyes to rest in this space. We'll begin to recenter ourselves before we start moving into the practice now. So that was our warm-up. Go ahead and turn your hands over, palms face up on your knees or your thighs. As you're here again, we can soften our eyes and find our fixed point in front of us, or again, you can gently close them. Noticing how our feet feel here. Noticing how our ankles are feeling. How our shins and calves feel. Noticing our knees, our thighs, and our hamstrings. Noticing our sit bones and our hips, our backs. Noticing the front of our chest, our shoulders and our arms. Noticing our neck, Lastly, the crown of our head. And again, we'll take one deep collective breath here. And exhale everything out. Gently reopening your eyes into the space, I invite you now to bring your hands alongside your body. We're going to incorporate our blocks here, so if you do have some, you can put them alongside your feet at this time if you need something to raise the earth up so that you're not leaning too far forward. Keeping again our feet about hip width apart, bring your hands alongside your body here. And we're first going to begin our practice by starting with seated mountain pose. Rooting our hips back, sitting tall. You can roll your shoulders back, opening up the front of your chest here, rooting your hands down towards the earth, and spread your fingers wide. And as we're here in this space, I invite you to gently close your eyes here. And we'll begin to take 5 deep breaths before we flow. On your first exhale, you're releasing everything that was going on today. Second exhale, releasing all the thoughts and feelings that didn't need to be in our day. Exhaling our third. Releasing energy out into the earth so that we can draw it back in. Exhaling, releasing everything out again. To bring in our biggest inhale, drawing in life and love, energy, strength. Last exhale, releasing everything out. On your next inhale, we're going to reopen our eyes, reaching our hands up overhead on our inhale. Exhale, pulling our palms together down to the front of our chest. Hands alongside our body. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, pulling that energy down. Inhale, raising our hands up. Exhale, pulling down towards the earth. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pulling down. Now we'll move into our seated sun salutations. Inhale, raising our hands up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to where they're comfortable. It could be the earth, it could be blocks on your knees. Inhale, raising our head gently up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Gently rise yourself up to seated pose. Exhale, bringing our hands alongside our body. Inhale, raising our hands up overhead. Exhale, pull down to your heart. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing your hands to your knees. Gently rise yourself up to seated pose. Exhale, bringing your hands alongside your body. Inhale, raising our hands up high. Exhale, down to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to where they're comfortable. Inhale, raising our head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing our hands to our knees, gently rise ourselves up to seated pose. Exhale, bringing our hands alongside our body. Inhale, reaching up high. And exhale, down to your heart. Last one. Inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands down to where they're comfortable. Inhale, raising our head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing your hands to your knees. Gently rise yourself up to seated pose. Exhale, bringing our hands alongside our body. Inhale, raising our hands up. And exhale, down to your heart. This time on our inhale, we'll raise our hands up overhead. And on your exhale, we're going to twist and turn towards the left side of our body. You can bring your hand down to your knees, and we're going to look towards that left shoulder. Inhale, raising our hands back up to center, sitting tall. Exhale, twisting over towards the right side of our body. Bring your hand down to your knee. Look towards your shoulder. Inhale, raising your hands back up to center, reach high. And on our exhale, twisting over again to the left side of our body, looking over your shoulder. Inhale, reaching back up high. And on our exhale, twisting towards the right side. On your next inhale, we'll raise our hands up overhead. This time we're going to lower our right hand down, reaching up high with our left. And on your exhale, begin to lean over to the right side of your body, feeling a gentle stretch along the left. With each inhale that we do here, try and reach a little further. Exhaling everything out. On your inhale, raising your hands back up to center, bring that hand down. We'll inhale, reaching our right hand up high. And on your exhale, begin to lean over to the left side of your body, feeling a gentle stretch along the right. Exhaling everything out. On your inhale, we'll begin to raise ourselves back up to seated, and then we'll lower that hand down towards the earth. Bringing our hands this time now, palms face down on our knees. We're going to begin to lean gently forward, and then roll towards the right side of your body, exhaling at the back. Inhale towards the front. We're going to do little hip circles here, taking our time with our breath as we inhale towards the center and the front. Exhale, drawing our circles to the back. Inhale. Exhale. And you can continue at your own pace, taking your time to move in this direction with your breath. On your next breath, we'll finish this last circle. And then going the opposite way. This time your breath may change. You may be Inhaling at the back of your circle this time. Exhaling at the top. Last big circle, drawing in this direction. And then you can bring yourself back to center, aligning your spine here. We'll go ahead and take a collective breath, aligning ourselves. You can bring your palms again faced up here, allowing your shoulders, your back, your hips, your legs, everything to relax. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then on our next breath, we're going to go ahead, reopening your eyes if you had just closed them. And then keeping your right knee bent, begin to extend the left leg out. You can bring your hands to your hips here. And on your exhale, begin to lean and hinge forward gently at the waist. And you'll feel a gentle stretch in the back of your leg. If you'd like to bring your hands even down towards the earth onto your blocks, you can do so also here. And then when you're comfortable, you can begin to lower your head, and we'll take 3 deep breaths in this space. Exhaling everything out. On your inhale, you can bring your hands to your hips and gently rise yourself back up to seated pose, drawing that leg in. We'll extend the opposite leg out this time, bending the left knee, extending out the right. Again, you can start here just with your hands on your hips, and on your exhale, begin to hinge forward at the waist. You can stay here if this is good for you. If you'd like a little more support to go deeper, you can have your blocks here alongside you. And then going comfortably into your space, pause here and then allow your head to fall once you're comfortable. We'll take our 3 deep breaths. Exhaling everything out. On your inhale, bringing your hands back to your hips. Gently rise yourself back up to seated, and then you can draw that leg back in towards you here. We're going to go ahead and do seated sunbird. So again, extending our left foot back out. This time we're going to raise our right hand up, so opposites here. And hold on to the side of your chair with your left hand, just for added support and safety. On your next inhale, begin to draw everything in. Exhale, reach out in both directions. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. On your exhale, we can release this hand down, bring that leg back. Go ahead and extend your right foot out in front of you, reaching up with your left, holding onto the side of your chair with your right hand. On your inhale, drawing everything in. Exhale, reach out in both directions. Inhale. exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last two. Inhale. Exhaling our hands down alongside our body. You can bring your feet back towards you. And now we're going to transition into chair pose. It's wonderful because we're already here. So just shift and walk your hips just a little bit closer to the middle or edge, almost not too far off the edge, but closer to the edge of the seat. Again, leaning forward, hinging at the waist slightly. On your inhale, reaching our hands forward. We're going to flow with this one into airplane as we exhale, drawing our hands back behind us. As we inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, pulling back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull back. Last one. Inhale. Drawing everything up. And exhale. Pull back. On your inhale, you can draw your hands to your knees and gently sit yourself back here. We're going to go ahead now and transition into seated pigeon. So first, we'll always start small, working ourselves up. We'll first start off just by crossing our left foot over the right ankle. If you'd like it to go a little bit deeper here, you can just cross that leg over and rest here, and that's good too. If you'd like to bring that left foot to the right knee, you can allow your leg to rest like this here, opening up the hips. And then bringing your hands alongside your body, roll your shoulders back. And we're first going to take 3 deep breaths right in this space here. Just noticing how this area feels. Rooting our heels into the earth, spreading our toes wide. You can keep that foot that's raised onto your knee active by pointing or flexing your foot. And on your next inhale, we're going to raise our hands up, reaching high. First, we'll start out here in tree pose. So this is seated tree. And on your exhale, bringing your hands down, resting them on your knee and your foot. Begin to gently lean forward, hinging at the waist for seated pigeon. You'll feel that gentle stretch here along the left side of your leg. We'll take a couple breaths here. And on our inhale, we'll gently rise ourselves back up to seated, and then we can lower that leg down towards the earth. We'll move over to the opposite side, crossing this time the right foot over the left ankle. Again, from here we can move up, just crossing our legs here. Or if you like, you can bring that foot, resting it on the knee. As you're here in this space, we can begin to have our hands alongside our body, pulling our shoulders back, opening up our chest, sitting tall. On your inhale, raising your hands first up overhead for seated tree. And on our exhale, we'll lower our hands down to our knee and our ankle and begin to gently hinge forward, feeling that stretch along the right side. Exhaling everything out. We'll inhale, raising ourselves back up to seated. And then we can lower our leg down here. This time now we will walk our feet back together. We'll move into eagle. I do like this one. So bringing our feet together here, we're gonna go ahead and come back to that left side, again, starting off small. First, just crossing our ankles. If you'd like to cross that left leg over, this is where you can use your block as support and have it along the outside of that left foot so that you can rest, or your right foot so that you can rest your left foot on it here as you cross. Bringing our hands out in front of us here, we're going to wrap our left hand around the right. On your inhale, drawing your hands up. And on your exhale, gently hinging forward at the waist, bringing your elbows in towards your belly, allow your head to fall here. And we'll take a couple breaths in this space. Exhaling everything out. On your inhale, raising yourself back up to seated. And on your exhale, you can gently unravel this side. Feel free to shake out your arms and your legs as you uncross. We'll set ourselves up the opposite side. This time crossing the right foot over the left ankle. Or again, you can cross your legs here, resting your foot on your block. Bringing our hands in front of us. This time we're going to wrap our right hand around the left. On your inhale, drawing your shoulders and hands up. And on your exhale, bringing your elbows in towards your body, lowering your head here. Exhaling everything out. Inhale, raising ourselves back up to center. And on our exhale, we can release our hands here. Feel free to shake it out. You can undo your legs here too. And then we're going to bring ourselves, walking our feet out, having our feet towards the outside of us. Begin to bring your hands to your heart center, opening your hands up wide for star. On your inhale, we're going to bring our elbows in, making a goal pose, pointing them outward. And on your inhale, raising both hands up overhead. Exhale, lowering the left hand down. Inhale, raising it up. Exhaling the left. Inhale up. Exhale, both opening up the front of your chest. Closing both your arms, bringing them together in front of you. Inhale, opening them back up. And then we'll bring them back overhead. We'll do this one more time. Exhale, lowering the left hand down. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering the right hand down. Inhale up. Exhale, bringing both hands down, opening up the front of our chest. Closing the front of our center. Inhale, opening back up. And then we can lower our hands down. Walking our feet back towards our center. We're going to begin to start closing and winding down the practice. I like to finish off with nostril breathing and eye exercises. So as we're here first, bringing your right hand to your middle of your brow, your index and your middle finger. Your fourth finger is going to stay open, and your thumb is going to close the right nostril. On your next inhale, draw everything in on the left side. Hold at the top, close. Exhale everything out on the right. Inhale on the right. Hold at the top. Exhale on the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Continue with this flow at your own pace. Drawing everything in on the left, exhaling on the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhaling everything in. Exhaling on the right. Inhale right. Exhaling everything out on the left. And allow your hands to rest here in front of you for a moment. And just taking the time to notice how the air feels as it enters and leaves your nostrils at this time. Notice how your body feels, how your thoughts are feeling, any sensations. And on your next breath, we'll move into our eye exercises, reopening our eyes here. Bring your index and middle finger this time to the tip of your nose. We're going to keep our head looking forward, only following our fingertips with our eyes. And we're going to do the top left corner out to the side, and then the bottom left corner. Inhale, top left corner. Only following your fingertips with your eyes. Exhale back to center. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Inhale out to the side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Inhale, bottom left corner. And on your last exhale, drawing everything back to the tip of your nose, allow your eyes to rest here, bringing your palms down in front of you. Take a moment on this side. And on your next inhale, we'll reopen our eyes, setting ourselves up for the other side, bringing your fingertips to the tip of your nose. This time we'll inhale to the top right corner, out to the side, and the bottom right corner. And you can begin doing 3 breaths in each area at your own pace. Inhale, top right. Exhale, back to your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, out to the side. Inhale, bottom right corner. And on your last exhale, drawing everything back to the tip of your nose, allow your eyes to rest here. Let your palms face up on your knees or your thighs. Taking the time to notice again how you're feeling in this space. Noticing how your eyes feel after stretching in that direction. And then keeping our eyes here closed or gently softened, we're going to begin to do palming by rubbing our hands together. Once your hands get nice and warm, we'll begin to rest the palms over top of our eyes, allowing the rest of our fingers to rest across our head. We'll take several deep breaths here, noticing again any sensations, thoughts, feelings, and colors even, tingles. On your exhale, begin drawing your fingers down your face, stopping at your eyes with your fingertips. Feel free to give them a nice rub if you like here. Following our fingertips down, bring them down your face, bring them down your neck, the front of your chest, down your belly, down your thighs. And bring some of that warmth to your knees, next inhale, we'll draw our hands back up our thighs. And on our exhale, spread them out and release that energy off into the earth. At this time, again, I invite you to have your palms faced up on your knees or your thighs at this time as we close. Or if you're comfortable, you can bring your hands to your heart center in front of you, palms together. I'd like to finish the practice by saying a Sanskrit mantra 3 times, and then I'll say what it is in English. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may our thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to each other's happiness and freedom. As always, I give thanks to this practice. I give thanks to you all for joining me this evening. As always, I hope that you are well and that your families are safe. And most importantly, during this time, I continue to hope that our hearts stay soft. Ashe.